Hi, I'm Gandalf Clark.
I'm Ellen Clark.
And
we're the Clarks. Hi, friends. We wanted to come to you today with an issue that's really important to us. As you may or may not know, the creatives in our company, a lot of creatives in our company are LGBTQIA, trans, bisexual, you name it, everything in the sun. We have different people, and it's really important to us that our creatives have a safe space. And even our little Artemis cat, who likes to meow during the video. But recently, we had to make another hard decision, and we had to tell someone that they were not welcome in our home because they were a person who, throughout time, has basically said really bad things about transgender people. One of the falsehoods that they were spreading was that trans people make up violent incidences about being attacked, just to get attention. And we all know that that's not true. We all know that trans people do not go around making stuff up just to get attention. And it's honestly so difficult for people who've been attacked, for people who have been, no matter who you are, if you've been attacked, it's really difficult to talk about. You've even seen it in sitcoms where maybe a male character will be attacked by children or even a woman, and they'll make up a story about, how they were attacked by maybe a large man or an animal like a bear or something. Like in Parks and Rec. Remember when Jerry was like, "Oh, I was attacked," but really he was like...
He fell over because he was trying to pick up a burrito.
Because he was trying to pick up a burrito, right. That's more likely, People don't make up stuff, and say they were attacked to get attention.
Transgender people don't. LGBTQIA people in general do not make up being attacked. The fact is they are attacked every day because of bigots like the person we had to tell goodbye to. And we've had to say goodbye to several people because they were bigoted and didn't like transgender people and didn't understand it and wouldn't even try to understand it because they were too bigoted and set in their ways. And the fact is, these people, the transgender people, the LGBTQIA people, they're just people.
Right.
Okay? They deserve the same respect as everybody else.
And even though we see our friends as the gender that they tell us that they are, which is immediately seen by us, we feel that they are that gender, and we love them for who they are. When we're out with them and they tell us, this person just looked at me in this way and this person just disrespected me, we miss this because, Gandalf and I are off in our own mindsets and we're not directly seeing
we're not paying attention as well.
The attacks, But then when we look back and our friends are pointing out to us, it's something that we understand now. It's something that we can see because of being so close to the situation. And our friends and family have, confided in us. They've had really difficult times just saying, like, we're going out to dinner and, they get looked at in a way, or somebody will say something really horrible to them, and we'll see that, and it's our hearts and our stomachs drop, and it's so awful for them, and it hurts us because we love our friends and family, and we just want them to have a normal time out going to eat, or just a normal time going for a walk, or whatever we're doing with them, and we're there. We are with them when they're being attacked, and it's awful, and it hurts their self-esteem. It hurts them so much. And it doesn't matter that we see them as beautiful and gorgeous and handsome and strong and confident. Inside, when you're attacked constantly, that it weighs on you.
Yeah.
It really hurts you inside. It makes you not able to go on day after day. It is important for us to support those people, whether or not they're making complaints, whether or not they're coming to us and saying, I was attacked.
And the thing is, like, I can relate to this because of the fact that I grew up, when I was growing up, I'm still short, but I was really short growing up, so people picked on me for that. I had different ideas about how to do things, and I had different ideas about what my beliefs were, and I was picked on and tortured for that. And so I know what it's like to be different and not be your standard cis white male and have all those problems. And I just feel like, of course I'm going to be an ally to those people who fight against the bad Christians and the
bigots
and all that.
Xenophobic people.
I mean, hell, Christianity, I don't know that many Christians that are good people. I've only met a few that are good people, and one of them is gay.
Yeah.
So, it's... Gandalf, one of them is trans, actually. So, yeah, I
Gandalf and I have definitely endured, like, body shaming, comments about dieting and crap like that.
And comments about us not being standard Christians, too.
Yeah. When we were going to Gandalf's dad's church, or even when we were trying to go to the Bible study, when we were engaged, people were talking to us about how we were living in sin, but they weren't willing to marry us, because we were devils and witches their church, and all of that,
Just a bunch of bigoted asshole Christians who honestly should have no say in how the government is run.
Exactly. But with Project 2025 and the fact that they're just training up lawyers constantly and politicians in this Alliance Defending Freedom project, we need to make sure that, we challenge any of these anti-transgender jokes. We need to stand up for our friends and family. We need to just go and say, this is not right. We need to create safe spaces in our homes, in our institutions, wherever we can create a safe space. And our home, our business, Battalion 13 Entertainment, and the Clark Compound, as our friends lovingly call it, the Clark Compound, is a safe place for LGBTQI people, trans people, gay people, bi people, pan people, everything, okay? You are safe here. You are safe.
You will not be judged by us or anyone who enters our home.
If you don't want to be touched or hugged.
If you ever have a problem with if you're here in our home and you ever have a problem with anyone in our home, you just tell us, and that person will be given a warning.
Gone.
And possibly gone.
Immediately.
If they say anything, unless what they said is something they don't understand is wrong and they can be taught.
Right.
Then they're going to be gone.
Right. And what we found is when confronted with the bigotry, people will often just leave on their own. We're like, this behavior is not acceptable. And they're like, fine, I'm gone. And that's the best way to have it, because in that case, we don't have to fire anyone. They're the ones who are admitting that they're wrong and that their views are wrong.
Quitting.
They're quitting. We don't have to do anything with that. It's like, bye. These are our expectations.
The thing is, you can be friends with somebody that's different from you. Yes, you can. You can be friends with somebody who holds different ideals as you. But if those ideals that they hold encompass being racist, being sexist, being bigoted towards transgender or any LGBTQIA, that's not someone you want to be friends with. Okay? That's someone you want to isolate. You want to say, you know what? You're not going to change your ways. You're out. You're gone.
Yep.
That's why I don't have any friends on Facebook who are... I mean, I had so many people in the communities that I belonged to, in the toy communities. So many people were bigoted, and I didn't know about it until 2020. Mm-hmm. And we blocked those people immediately. We were like, and we took them out of our group, and we were just like, you know what? We're not dealing with this. We're not having people say it. And you know what else? Yes, G.I. Joe is Antifa, so fucking get over it.
Yeah. And you don't have to understand someone's gender identity to respect it. In fact, what we found really interesting with Eurovision, the winner this year, Nemo, They go by they, them
I love them.
pronouns.
I really do.
And what this has caused is it's caused the entire world to have to discuss Nemo winning. All the newspapers
Non-binary.
they're having to discuss, how do we say this in our language? How do we not disrespect Nemo? And how do we come up with the language in our language? Because, for example, in Spanish, verbs and nouns have, gender. They have him gender and her gender for certain words. Like el perro is the dog, la niña, different, you have masculine and feminine. But they also, in Spanish, they have they, them. So we're good on Spanish. But some languages, like German, they only have male, female. So you have to figure out in your own language, how do we respect Nemo? So what Nemo said in their press conference was, just call me Nemo. And I found this really interesting because we do have a trans person that doesn't like to talk about their gender. They just want to be called by their name. So when you say a sentence about that person, I just say that person instead of saying them. I don't even try to use they and them very much because that person is by gender. They go by he and her pronouns. So I don't know what's in that person's mind. I don't know that day what pronoun that person wants to use. So I just say their name. I just say Nemo wants to do this, and that's accommodating a person's pronouns makes them feel validated. It brings them that confidence that they need in the world to just live a life and not live in fear and creating safety. And that's the most important thing we can do. Challenge the jokes, respect them, and support them even if they're not, coming to us with a complaint. We need to be there listening. We're with a trans person, we're with someone who's LGBTQIA. Are they being attacked? Can we be there to defend them? Are you there on social media defending them? Are you there to say this person uses she pronouns, he pronouns, they, them pronouns, or do they just go by their name? What are you doing to help the movement?
Yeah. Sorry, my eyes watering a lot. Got bad allergies today.
It's pretty bad out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, in summary, that's what we're doing at the moment, and that's how we want to help. In the comments, let us know what you're doing to help transgender people.
And if you're not doing anything to help transgender people, and you're not willing to do anything to help transgender people, and you're not willing to accept them, don't comment. Don't be an asshole. We don't want that. We don't need anyone. All you're going to do is show your true colors, and then people will know who you are and to stay away from you. If that's what you want, go ahead and comment that shit. But otherwise, don't fucking comment.
We want this to be a safe space. So, if you do comment, we'll know what kind of a person you are. But maybe you might want to learn from this opportunity because
transgender people are not going. Queer people and transgender people are not going anywhere.
No.
No matter how many laws Donald Trump or anyone else tries to pass to say that there are no gays in America, we know the truth that there are gays in America. This is not Russia. And by the way, there are gays in Russia too.
Yeah, there are gays everywhere.
They're just not acknowledged.
Yeah, and people go by different pronouns and different things, and yeah. So take care of each other and support your LGBTQIA friends and family. Peace out, friends.